Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resident Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, this beer is called Comfortable Chaos, and it is described by them as a hazy IPA hopped exclusively with Southern Hemisphere hops, Ella, Wakatu, Rakau, Pacific Jade, and Galaxy. The only main one I can think, well, I guess Matueka and Nelson Sauvin would be the other two big ones. But yeah, that's still a lot of them. It's like I said, it's a hazy IPA and it is 7.0 ABV. So, and I did not try this at the brewery when it came out, so I'm actually pretty excited to give it a try. I got my handy dandy resident culture glass here. I'm gonna pour it into. Um, and this is at this point this is about a month old, which I think is really in the sweet spot for their IPAs, in my opinion. So you can see, of course, a pretty hazy color, darker straw to golden, with a actually pretty small white head that's a little rocky almost. I mean, it's not like a Brett beer rocky, but it's pretty light and not like super fluffy. Oh, that smells really nice. A lot of I'm not gonna try to dig out what's from what hop with that many hops in it, and honestly, I don't Raquel, Wakatu, and Ella. I'm not that familiar with, so I'm not gonna pull. I'm not gonna try to say what's from what hop, but I do get a lot of that like overripened pineapple character. It reminds me of Mosaic, but not like quite as earthy and like stinky. Definitely some like earthy, slightly dank, resinous character too. I apologize for all the nasal noises. I'm getting a little congested for whatever reason. Uh, that's interesting. It's not. It's actually pretty dry. When I say dry, I mean it in the sense that like the flavor doesn't last very long. It's kind of you get it and then it's gone like that, and it just leaves your tongue like really dry. So I guess that's probably the true definition of that is probably astringent, but so the flavor is a little woody. There's a little bit of citrus rind, some overripened pineapple. Got a nice bready undertone to it as well. But like I said, it is very drying. It's not real juicy, but it's also not like dank either. It's just a really nice, clean. I mean, it actually tastes like hops, if that makes any sense. Like it kind of uh, it kind of tastes like what fresh hops smell like. So, like to me, fresh hops have their own smell, where they don't necessarily taste like what they're gonna be. They don't taste or they don't smell super tropical and juicy. They don't necessarily smell super dank either. They kind of have their own like natural earthy character, and that's kind of what this tastes like to me. But it is the body is like is very substantial. It's not like thick or syrupy, but it's pretty substantial, which is good. Uh, very soft. The bitterness is held in check. I get a little bit in the back of the throat, but really not that much. Um, I will say in general, this isn't necessarily like my favorite hop combination, but all in all, it's a really well done IPA um, by these guys. But I mean, they're always doing really good IPAs, in my opinion. I just kind of wish it was a little brighter and slightly less dry. But either way, it's still a really good drinkable 7% New England IPA. And on my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm gonna give this a buy. I would buy this again. I think this one was slightly cheaper than like what their double IPAs are. So I think this was like 17 or 18, which I would buy this again. I think the fact that it is a little drier though would probably actually make this more drinkable. In the long run, especially since the bitterness is pretty restrained. I could crush through a good bit of this. I mean, generally I don't try to crush through any hazy IPAs because it just wears on me. But this is one that I think I could probably drink a good bit of. So I wouldn't mind doing that if I had more of this, but I don't. So, but I might try to get some more because it is pretty good. I don't know if they still have any or left. They shouldn't, but they probably do because their stuff just doesn't seem to sell out that quickly. I think they have a pretty good passing now. But I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.